Welcome to another episode of the Larry Ohh Show. Got my co-host with me again.
And it's John Phelps.
And I'm Larry Ohh. Like I said, welcome. I'm just going to hop right into it because we don't have a ton of time, but we have a lot to talk about. Big FL Studio news. The wait is finally over. FL Studio 2024. You know what I did notice? That it is something drastically different. Technically, right now, we're in a soft launch.
We got to get Josh to talk about some of this stuff. This is really interesting.
I know he's crazy busy right now. This week right now, when you're watching this is currently, the FL Studio team is going nuts in the background. I want to hop into some of these new features because there's a lot. When I tell you a lot, they dropped a bunch of plugins. Not necessarily plugins that they made themselves, though. We now have over 65 new plugins to FL Studio, different effects tools. Some plugins that we heard of because I said we talked about the beta back in the day, it seems like now, which was like 3 months ago, where we had the spreader plugin, we had Kepler XO, chord progression tool, that's in there.
The note repeat feature, which they've been teasing for a minute.
Note repeat feature. This is probably the biggest thing that people are going to be talking about is this whole FL Cloud plugin system that they got going on. So I can give you a quick little FL Studio 2024. This is how this pops up right now. A nice little welcome screen that they have. FL Studio 2024.1. They're going to do points on the years. Start a new project options are here. These are all your templates. So different session templates that you can create yourself, load into that back end system. You could jump right into this whole create chord progression right off the bat, bro. So if you double click on this, and then I'll get into the plugins in a second, but this is how FL opens now. Welcome to the chord progression tool. Chord progressions create an emotional foundation for your track. Start creating. So they automatically load you up with like a drum pattern just to get some vibes, I guess. You see that drum pattern that's in there? And then this chord progression tool, for those who haven't seen this, is not technically a plugin. It's not really a plugin per se. I don't know. The closest thing that I can call it is like when you're in the piano roll and you hit like Alt-R or Alt-Y or Alt-S and one of those options come up. Same idea here. You're going to hit Alt-P inside the piano roll and this is going to pop up for you. So now plugins. I had to kind of stumble upon this by myself yesterday. And I know there's probably multiple ways of doing it. Tools. Yeah, you can go to tools and go to plugins, or you can click on the plus button and you can go to manage FL Cloud plugins. Brandy new. Opens up right in FL. Again, you have to have your internet connection. So if you don't have an internet connection, like this is not going to work. But there is a free option. There's a plus option and a pro option. So
pay that damn bill.
The free option, you're going to get a lot of stuff too. You're going to be super limited because obviously they're going to want you to pay. I think it's like $50 for the year or $100 for the year. With the $100 for the year, think of it like you're probably going to get 60 something plugins nonstop. They're going to start adding things. So I think it'd be worth it. But I mean, you could see for yourself. If we're on the all tab here, you can look at the list of plugins from WA Production, which they own. They own UVI now. So a bunch of UVI stuff in here. Yeah, I mean, look at how many plugins. So on the website, it says 65 plus new plugins. Adding over 65 plugins, creative effects. There's one thing, that caught my eye yesterday when I was going through these things. Couple things, actually. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think it was in the effects. Super VHS. This one caught my eye, and I downloaded it, and I started using it right away.
By Baby Audio.
Yeah, so they're licensing, because I know they don't... I know that they own UVI. I know they own WA Production, which makes sense why they would be in there. But now this shows me that they're going even outside of the companies that they're buying.
Yeah.
And they're doing certain licensing deals. I've also seen... So this is like an effects plugin. Super
This VHS. Is going to go crazy.
It's going to be wild,
Super VHS is going to go super crazy.
There was also some Ozone stuff in here, which I was kind of shocked to see. Let me see real quick. Let me scroll down.
Really? Ozone, huh?
Yeah, bro. They got native
instruments.
Which I know they have ties to, but they don't own. They have... like I think I said this in the past, the FL Image Line CEO right now used to be the CEO of Native Instruments.
Right.
So I assume that's somebody that came in and kind of like, I'm assuming, speculating, that bridged that relationship right there.
Totally.
Ozone Elements. We got the whole Ozone 11 Elements. See, all right, so this is interesting here. I can't go into everything and like download, install plugins and whatnot, but right here it says get code. So Ozone is installed via native access. Copy your serial number to the clipboard, add it to your account in native access to download and authenticate the plugin. Okay. So that's that. If for Native Instruments stuff, that's how you're gonna do it. For all the other ones, bro, I did a few of them, like I said, on my own yesterday at home. And you literally, the ones that say install, that don't say get code, you just install it. And it seems like, depending on your connection, right? It's like that. And then you would just go to your plugin folder and then just refresh it like you would with anything else. So essentially, I mean, yeah, you're not really leaving FL. I assume that they're going to make it even more streamlined than what it is now. It's already very simple. The window just pops up. It goes right on top of FL. And you can minimize it, bring it back up. You could just keep it there. But I assume that like this is going to get even more intricate and like streamlined into FL. Imagine if there was like something that was not outside of FL for this. But
now when you install it, is it stored in your machine, or is it going to be some sort of like, can you maybe install into a solid state drive that you use whenever you work on beats? Like, I wonder what that's kind of...
I think plugins you would want to be on the machine. I think they have to.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Right, Merc? Like, when you install a plugin, it has to be on the machine that you're working on. It can't be on a hard drive. If it has folders, like say if it's a plugin that has samples in it.
Yeah.
So the installer has to be installed into the machine that you're working on, just like FL. But I assume like you could probably have it retrieve that information, like if it had big fat packs that were just like 30 gigs of sounds that went with that plugin, you could probably put those on a separate hard drive,
right?
But just tell it to look there for it every single time. But I'm not 100%. See, I just installed that. That was like 2 seconds. Granted, I don't think it's a massive plugin, but if we go to plugins and then just, this is how I do it. I just go and I refresh. It's just literally as simple as that. And because you're already on FL Cloud, logged in and all that stuff, there's nothing else to do. It's just there. You favorite it, you let it load, refresh, favorite it, start using it. I don't think there's any other kind of like sign-in stuff to happen in there to go on. But the plugin side of things is probably my favorite and probably the biggest thing that everybody's going to be talking about. But there are a bunch of other features in here. Let's see. Kepler XO is here.
My rear delts are killing me. I had back day.
I'm sweating.
Dude, right now, oh my God.
All right, so let's hop into the video. All right, right now this is technically unlisted, but somehow 3,000 people have watched it already. Talk about anticipation.
Yeah.
Crazy. Unlisted. I got this sent to me. He's like, no, don't share it. It's not, bro, 3,000 people watched it already. They're finding it. But yeah, so I want to go through, because like I said, we've seen some of this stuff. We went over chord progression, piano roll, note repeat. Let's do this.
Piano roll. As we are now in the piano roll, we've also added note repeat. Create stuttering beats and notes with the non-destructive repeat tools in both the piano roll and the step sequencer, actually. Higher values mean more repeats.
What?
This is useful for quick rolls.
See, that's awesome. Jesus. I gotta get in on that.
That's crazy that it's in here. That's wild.
Just like one of the velocity.
So what is there an option in there that just says, oh, wow, that's wild, bro. All right. So note repeat, that's fire.
So where's that? That's going to be in the
step sequencer part of it. And you just like, however many times you want it to like roll like that. So if you want this one, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to have like 4 quick rolls on it that just go on beat. So, and I'm assuming you have to do it in the step sequencer like that. Can you do it in here? Oh yeah, okay, I see. Wait. So wait, if you're in piano roll like this and you go here, note repeat. Get out of here, bro. That's wild.
That's insane.
That's wild. I didn't make this, by the way. This is
full disclaimer, I did not make this.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So don't pay attention to this stuff. Let me delete. You know what? Why? on some keyboards don't have a delete. Oh, there it is. All right, I got it. But you notice on like a Mac, you use Mac, right?
Yeah, it's command. You use the command key.
Command and delete, and then okay.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. Well, actually, there's a couple, but that's one of the major things that I'm like, yo, why doesn't this work on a Mac? Why is this not working? I didn't know you had to hold command.
Yeah.
And for anybody that didn't know, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. See, this is awesome. Let me mute these guys for a second. Okay. So what, like... So there's no stutter there. Okay. It starts to activate like right around there, halfway. That's fire, bro. That's going to save a ton of time.
What I think that they could add to that like little space there underneath control would be like where the the amount of repeats is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if
that's
it's going to be
that's
like
what I was just trying to figure
if
out.
it's going to be a quarter, because it seemed like it was off, then it went to like eighth, then it went to like 16 or something like that.
Yeah, and it it wasn't activated until I hit like around here.
Like 50% or something. Yeah.
Look at that. It's a da-da-da.
Yeah. I wonder if it has anything to do with
See
the magnet up
snap?
top. Like I wonder if you put it on like really high, if it would.
Nope.
No.
That's just for in here. This one just has this. It snaps to these. So maybe it just depends on like what your tempo is. Like if we have the tempo.
Oh, for sure.
I think it's the same amount of stutters no matter what, but that's still crazy. If you just want like some quick stutters.
Yeah, just sauce it up real quick.
That's fire.
That's,
bro.
yeah.
That's pretty wild. I like it. So let's go down this list again.
Saucy.
Yeah, bro. So we got that. We got Kepler XO, new synth. Oh, we got a new
Send
effect.
a playlist as audio clip. Run that.
Which one?
1413 timestamp. Dang.
Using the Send to Playlist as audio clip option in the browser or the Sounds tab, the playlist will now scroll to view them where they were placed. There's a new Select in Playlist button in the automation editor to improve clip.
Wait, was that it? Yeah.
Using the Send to Playlist as audio clip option in the browser or the Sounds tab, the playlist will now scroll to view them where they were placed.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not the. That's not.
I thought it was something different.
Yeah, me too. For a second, it was worded differently. But yeah, I mean, that's just
Not bad. That's a quick little
I would just
helper.
click and drag it in there, and it would just be where I left it. You know.
Yeah.
But that's pretty. That's cool. It's the little things. What was I doing?
Better
Kepler.
search
We got to talk
XO.
about Kepler XO a little bit.
FL Studio 21.2 brought you Kepler. Now we turn it up to 11 with Kepler XO. Kepler XO was inspired by the Juno 6 and Jupiter 8 classics. However,
yes.
this time we bring them into the future with a second DCO with Hard Sync, Oscillator FM, dedicated Filter FM, an additional LFO plus a 16-slot mod matrix and 5 extra built-in effects, in addition to the vintage chorus you know and love from Kepler. It is a powerhouse of retro sound designed to be able to make authentic sounds for all your synthwave, cyberpunk and retrowave needs.
The Kepler VHS beats are gonna go so crazy,
Bro, it seems like they're going like in an 80s direction with a lot of the stuff, like the effects that are coming into play now and the plugins that are coming back. I don't know, man. I feel like there's like music and just styles and things just go in waves, man. Things just start to come back, and now there's gonna be this whole wave of music that has like an 80s or 90s twist on it because of the synths that they're recreating now digitally. And they're so good, and they're going to become available to everybody, and people are going to start using them. What else we got here?
I see that what is it? Plugin picker.
Plugin picker.
1705.
1705. Plugin picker, better search.
Which edition to get? plugin picker. We've improved the search so it shows items containing.
We talked about this before, like how nobody uses this sort of plugin picker, and there's different ways to get to it. If you just like click on the mouse wheel button, it pops up.
Any of the letters typed. Macros. You can now switch all
Wait, what did
audio
he say you can do now?
Better search.
picker. We've improved the search so it shows items containing any of the letters typed.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Macro.
Yeah,
Need
that was something that was cool about it too. Like, not only did people just not use that feature at all, but if you did kind of stumble upon it, it just seemed like you would go through it with your mouse. But people never realized that if you just start typing, even before that, you just start typing anything, and it'll pop. Like, plugins will just start popping up with those names in it, and it just looks, I don't know, it just looks cool. Just different ways to do the same thing. We got some playlist stuff going on here. Make unique clone. I saw this one. Now I think there's a keyboard shortcut for making samples unique.
Playlist.
Thank God.
The playlist gets a slew of workflow enhancements. The big one many of you have been asking for is an update to Make Unique workflow. You can now clone unique clips by holding Shift and V and left-click and dragging an existing clip. It copies the dragged clip and makes a unique instance.
Love that. Shift V, click and drag.
That's huge for me.
Or you can select a bunch of clips and use Control or Command Shift and V and make them all unique.
And you would just drag them?
V and use Control or Command Shift and V and make them all unique.
Now, my question is, what about the make unique as sample option? You know how there's a make unique and a make unique as sample? I wonder if it works for that as well. Or maybe they don't have a shortcut for that yet. But yo, there was this one that I don't know if it's in here, but I'm going to have to. Here we go. Look at this. You ready for this one?
I just saw
In the
that.
settings, we added
I'm more so looking at the second half of what that is right there. Wait until you see this.
an option to purge the FL Cloud Sounds cache. This is necessary if something went wrong with signing into FL Cloud, for example. We also added a Manage Keyboard Shortcuts
Are you ready for it?
option for selected functions. Right now, it's only for the browser and pickers and MIDI import, but this is where rebindable key combinations will live in the future.
Do you know what this means?
Not really.
Do you know what that means, bro?
Not really.
Bro, you can create your own keyboard shortcuts.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So right now he's saying,
There you go.
this is all we have right now. But in the future, this is where everything else is going to live, because soon you're going to be able to essentially create your own shortcuts for almost anything.
Yeah.
Right now you're only getting a handful of options, but this right here is going to be massive.
Yeah.
I think it could be one of those things where it just kind of crashes and burns, like the custom templates or the custom themes with the colors and stuff.
Because I mean,
But who
mapping
knows?
your own shortcuts has been a thing in a lot of software.
It was huge in Cubase. Cubase has had it forever. Yep. Cubase has had that forever. Yep. So now they got it. But like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's only 7 things that you could do between the browser and pickers and MIDI import window.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought that was awesome. I like
That's dope. That's definitely
Yeah.
dope. I'm just surprised that hasn't been a thing already. Because, like I said, Cubase, Merck swears by Cubase because it's been on that. So,
Yep.
but let's go.
We got some Python scripting for the nerds. Let's see.
Piano roll scripting has been updated to feature a whole host of new functions to expand the possibilities of MIDI controller
Now, this is a different language to me. I'm not going to understand any of this, but I'm playing it for the people that do understand it.
integrations. Settings. In the settings, we added an option.
Yeah, I don't know anything
That
about
was
Python.
mad quick.
Yeah.
Somebody just heard that and got so excited, though.
Yep. MIDI out, note off selector, visual tools. There's some stuff. Wait, stretch algorithms. This looks
Pros.
interesting.
You can now switch all audio clips to every time stretching mode in FL Studio. Previously, this only allowed stretch and resample modes. Playlist piano roll.
That's good for sampling. That's all those like different kind of stretching and sampling options where sometimes it's like finicky, when you stretch something and it pitches up or pitches down, like, you know, you have to go to all those kind of different settings.
Yeah, yep.
Like it pertains to that. Playlist dropping samples on instrument tracks.
Samples are dropped directly on instrument tracks in the playlist. FL Studio goes no. However, if you're a rebel at heart and you must absolutely have a sample on the instrument track, you can click yes and then drag it onto the instrument track later. Deleting multiple audio or instrument channels now asks whether to delete associated data for every channel.
That's good.
I like that because you know when you do that and the mixer tracks just stay there, and then I got to go to the mix because I'm like OCD like that. I got to go to the mixer tracks and then like highlight 3 of them at the same time and then right click them and then what do you do? Like it's like reset something. What is it? If you got like say you got these right here and there, I deleted those plugins. Now I got to delete the mixer tracks because these are colored and named to the tracks that I just deleted in the channel rack. I would have to go here and reset selected tracks to default every single time. And there's not even a shortcut for it. So that was a pain. Now that's kind of fire.
And then also it's like with the, because if you've ever had to, I don't know, you've adjusted the volume automation on something, and then whenever you press, like you'll reset it to something, and then when you press play, it'll shoot back up.
Yep.
This gets around that too, doesn't it?
Yep.
So
it'll get rid of the automation for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now like
you're
saying,
saying, this is attached to this, it's all going.
Get rid of it.
Or you can select which ones you want to keep and which ones not. That's cool.
Yeah, because say if you got a bunch of things sent into the same mixer track, you're not going to want to get rid of that mixer track.
Right.
You want to keep the mixer track and its automation, but get rid of the patterns in the playlist track for it. That's cool.
In the playlist edit menu, you can now turn...
This is what we were talking about earlier. I'm curious to see what this is exactly.
Nudge clips with mouse wheel off. This refers to the shift and mouse wheel controlled moving of clips in time.
All right.
Yeah, I always did that by mistake and hated it.
User manual.
Sometimes you don't even notice if you're zoomed out a lot.
Yeah.
And you're just going through like crazy toggles and keyboard shortcuts and mouse shortcuts, and I've done that where I'm like, yo, what? Why does this sound like off by a smidge? Just this one clip, or maybe I did it and highlighted a bunch and shifted them all over. I'm like, yo, I don't even know how that happened.
Especially on like a vocal or an instrument or something. Then you're just like, wait, why is this happening?
and with vocals, like if you do that, it does it with the snap off too. So it's not like I did it and it's going to be crazy noticeable, right? Where to the point where it's like, damn, that's way off.
It'll be like, damn, I got to do that take again.
Yeah, just damn, I'm like out of pocket on
why
that.
Why do I sound so bad?
Yeah, that's cool.
You can now choose to open the FL Studio user manual in a help panel on the right hand.
Didn't we talk about something like this?
They probably listening.
Yo.
That.
Right. All right.
Get Josh.
How did they do that?
You can now choose to open the FL Studio user manual in a help panel on the right-hand side.
There we go.
I want to like.
Can you control?
I want to slam my hand down on this table right now, and I want to ruin Merc's stuff. That's how like, yo, this is crazy what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's like, these are the things that we've been talking about, and I'm sure like other people, we didn't invent this thing right here, but like it just goes to show you that they're listening, maybe not to us, but this is something that everybody's been talking about. Why have to leave the platform to learn how a plugin works?
Right.
This is one step in that direction. Yeah, it's just bringing up the owner's manual, and some people are still not going to want to read.
Right.
Some people are still going to want to watch a video, but I think that's opening up a whole nother door to maybe you have a link here, or maybe you have a video there instead, and you click the video and it stays in that little window.
Have a little walkthrough of the joint. You know what I'm saying? Or you AI prompt what you want the thing to do,
bro.
And
how much
like,
you want to bet?
Want more industrial
look it.
sound,
It already
you know
says it. I'm dumb. Video tutorial right there.
Bing, bang, boom.
That's.
I mean, next thing that comes next is when they transcribe the manual into like some sort of like AI tool that you can use that's embedded into the plugin. No, for real.
Yeah.
User manual in a help panel on the right-hand side.
Yeah, I'm missing that. Maybe it hasn't come out.
This is an option in the general settings.
Ah. See, all I gotta do is wait a little bit.
He just didn't wait.
All right, so go to settings.
Had to wait 15
Show
seconds.
help and panel. Show help in web browser. Okay. All right. All right.
Gotcha.
All right. We still got it in web browser. Showing a panel. Okay. Ooh. Here we are.
Now
Go here. Help me. Help.
There it is.
There we are. And there's a video tutorial about it.
There you go.
How smart are they?
That's dope.
And honestly, it's not even that hard. I was thinking it was going to be way more complex for them to figure out how to do that, but it's not, because it's really, I mean, it's got to involve some sort of coding to get it to fit like this. But essentially, this is, if you go to ImageLine's website, which is so crazy, bro, because they've been compiling this information for the last like 20 years, and it's all like just there for them.
Right.
Because it's not like they have to create anything astronomical when it comes to something like this, because it's already on their websites. If you go and you search Citrus FL Studio, this pops up on the website, on their website. So essentially, it's just pulling the information, and it's just formatting it in a way where it fits in this little side column.
I love that idea. It's insane.
Isn't it?
It's insane.
Look at that. That's everything that's on the website. It's just there, though, for you. That's wild. So I'm definitely keeping that option on nonstop. So yeah, if I had just waited a few seconds, I would have figured it out, right? I'm too impatient. I got to go figure things out by myself. It's in the advanced tab of general settings. Make sure that you hit show help in a panel, because by default, it'll be show help in a browser. So there you go for that. Let's head back right to this video real quick and see what else we got. What are we on? We on how many? Let's just keep it running from here.
Info panel. Ever been concerned?
This is what they were talking about. I don't know if you heard about this, but you know how like your name is up in the top left?
Yeah.
And if like you're like me, I don't want my full name, or I don't. Who wants to see my full name there? I just want to have to worry about it, right?
Right.
You can remain anonymous now. I think it does it by default because I'm logged into here. Yeah, and it says ADC2277. It's I don't even know what number that is, where it comes from, but you can remain anonymous.
About FL Studio doxing you while you're using it in public or in a video, we now obfuscate the user license name with a non-identifiable 7-digit string in the hint panel. The format is 3 letters and 4 numbers, e.g. ABC1234, as shown here. FL Studio Mobile. FL Studio Mobile has been updated to version 4.5.10. See what's been added to FL Studio Mobile.
Yeah, all the plugins that we need in the desktop version.
Well, since the last FL Studio release in our FL Studio Mobile.
Like this one. We need that. Can we have it, please?
What's new videos? Most prominently, there is a morphing wave shaper, spreader, exactly like in FL Studio Desktop.
Yeah, but we need tape stop.
And tape stop and wow and flutter effects.
I would like to have that one too, wow and flutter. We don't have that in desktop.
Welcome screen.
Yeah, this is cool. I like this. What do you think about that new welcome screen?
That's dope, honestly. I mean, it makes, because they've had the template thing for a minute, but it makes it just a little bit more accessible, I think. And then also there's like way more options for making stuff with different, you know, pre-computed stuff and cloud features.
I like it because it gives you the option like right in your face to choose different templates.
Yeah.
And that song starter option right there, you can tell they used the beta version before they put the chord progression. I'm wondering if you can customize this as well. That'd be kind of dope if you can customize this welcome screen. So that way, like, see how right here, how it says record audio, song starter. I'm talking about like start a new project side of things, right? If you could customize that with putting something else in there, whether maybe you want the song starter one to be in there or record audio, or you want it, maybe you just want the order to be different.
When you open FL Studio now, by default, you're greeted by the welcome screen. This has your recently opened projects on the left and template projects on the right. Song Starter takes you into a project using the chord progression tool immediately, for example. For trial users, the welcome screen will look a little different. You will still get access to the templates, but on the right side you can now choose which FL Studio edition to test.
Smart on their part right there.
On startup.
So you can open
really
older sessions and stuff like that. Is that what that is?
No, that's like if you're in trial mode. So if you're on the trial version of FL, they're just making it so easy for you to see like what you're gonna be missing if you choose a certain version, or how you can easily just go grab and buy FL right now through the trial version.
All the limits of every edition before deciding which edition to get. Plugin Picker. We've improved the search Macro Studio. Piano Roll and Event Editor tool buttons now no longer change color on mouse over, so you can tell if they're pressed. In MIDI out, we added a note off value selector for note controls. Now, notes triggered with this control don't have to stick around forever, and you can make use of release phases in envelopes, for example. We're now using Blend 2D for the GUI on Mac and Windows. Yes, this is us showing it. You're unlikely to notice this on smaller projects, but in heavy projects with a lot of visual...
I heard about this. So it's going to make exporting a lot faster on big, heavy projects, basically. With stuff that they did in the background, whatever this Blend 2D graphics engine, blah, 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 all this stuff, it's going to make even projects that are all audio. I don't know. This is different languages to me, bro.
This is huge.
Blend 2D vector graphics engine.
Yep.
You will likely now have more frames per second. macOS menu bar. On Mac.
Who cares about Mac?
OS, we've added all items from the main FL Studio menu to the macOS application menu. So now you can use it like a standard Mac app with a menu bar on top.
There you go. For you Mac user over there.
I know. I like PC. I miss working on PC with FL, but
there's really not too many differences though.
Yeah.
What do you think are your biggest like differences between the Mac and PC FL Studio?
I mean, by now, nothing. But when I first started, it was like getting over the hump of like what the different like shortcuts are. Because I do a lot of, shortcuts and like little things here and there.
Command instead of control.
Yeah.
That takes some getting used to.
That was just the only stuff there. Aside from that, like it ain't that serious.
Yo, there was this thing with the vocal isolation. We got to see this. Edison vocal isolation. I've been hearing about this a little bit.
Yeah.
We're also introducing a powerful AI tool designed to remove noise or vocals from recordings where vocals are mixed with something else. No noise profile required. This is a specialized version of the stem separation tool found in the playlist.
I was going to say, what's the difference between this and the stem separator?
Open Vocal Denoise / Isolator from the Tools menu.
Hold up.
Then open Vocalized version of the stem separation tool found in the playlist. Open Vocal Denoise / Isolator from the Tools menu. Then, after it has finished processing, you can use the Mix knob to choose
That's wild.
a new blend or completely isolate the vocal or remainder.
Wow.
That could be music or noise.
Wow.
Preview samples with pitch and time stretching applied if the sample has BPM and key information.
That's good. That's one thing I wish it had, and it does now. So I don't know, you haven't really been able to dive into FL Cloud, but like if you're in FL Cloud, you really got to get into it, bro. It's so crazy. Like you love sampling and stuff, and this, oh my God, it makes it so much easier. Like so now, like you can choose the key that you're in while you're going through FL Cloud,
right? Fishing
through samples. You don't have to drop them in and pitch them and transpose them to audition them. It automatically gets the tempo, but now you just select the key and it's automatically going to stretch it to the key that you're in. So in real time, bro, there's no loading time either.
Right.
I don't even know how they do it. So like when you're auditioning samples, it's going to audition it in the tempo you're in the key that you're in.
That's wild.
While you play it. So it also knows the nearest downbeat. So while you're playing it, bro, and you hit play to preview the sample, it's going to wait until it hits the downbeat and then it's going to start on the downbeat.
That's nuts.
So it's not like it just starts playing it in a random spot.
That's so crazy.
So you're in the browser, bro.
Yeah,
imagine being in the browser. Yeah.
They snap.
Like I don't understand like how anybody can say like FL Studio is not like the ultimate DAW in 2024. Like there's nothing like it. There's not a DAW like it. There's nothing like it. I'll take that to the grave. Nothing like it.
No, it's bridging the gap. It's bridging the gap between like all the AI stuff, all the cloud software. It's 100%.
Unreal.
Hover over the preview waveform with your mouse to select preview key and tempo.
I never heard a piano like that with an 808.
I was going to say, this is nuts.
That's kind of...
This is now aligned with the same options in the FL Cloud Sounds tab. Dragging something in from the browser will also automatically stretch it in the playlist. Parametric EQ 2.
I saw something about this. I don't know what this decramped filters.
In Parametric EQ 2,
what does that mean?
We've added a new HQ mode that features decramped filters without oversampling. This mode does not introduce the phase shift legacy oversampling has, or the 1 millisecond plugin latency from enhanced oversampling.
Okay. All right. Let's see. That's just like the new song. Oh, I did hear this. You know how like whenever there's like a big update, FL Studio has like a new song that is just there.
Yeah,
it's good, yo. It's this lo-fi. I don't know if I can choose like to open it. Hold on, new from template. Is it like because it's good, yo? Like it's this lo-fi, crazy harmonies going on. But yeah, it's this electroconductor, aka Nucleon. They're putting a lot of like people on by doing that. I used to get a lot of ideas reverse engineering these projects that FL Studio has on like default when you open them. I would go in, and that's a good thing to do right there, is to like download FLPs. If you know anybody that's giving away or even like selling FLPs or whatever, or just people like, yo, can I just like look at your project? Like just reverse engineering, deconstructing people's projects is gonna help you so much, yo, because being able to just see what's going on in the back end and kind of just like, I don't know, just going through with a fine comb and just
right.
It
Seeing
helps
what
you
the
so
automation
much.
clips are doing.
Yeah, bro. Because like hearing things is one thing, and having even like somebody explain them is one thing. But like having the project and being able to go through every little detail, going through the mixer and seeing what they use for plugins. Because right now, like without looking at the mixer, I mean, this looks like the most basic of basic things. But there's grouped harmonies that, you know, this is just one merged thing. There's a whole bunch of different harmonies in the back end here that you can go through. You can go through all these mixer plugins. And by the way, these are all stock. So, I mean, the prime example of like not needing third-party plugins because it's all stock.
Right.
Pretty good. Chill. Yeah. If we could, I touch on the plugins a little bit more, because this is, like I said, going to be the main focus. This is huge right here. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with like other plugins. If there's going to be FL Studio made plugins in here, like from ImageLine, or is it just going to be like the third party plugins, the plugins or the companies that they own? You know what I mean? Yeah, this is definitely.
It's going to be, you know, ImageLine AI stuff too. You know, it's just wild.
Bro, the AI stuff that they're doing is so dope to me. Like that whole vocal separator inside Edison.
Right.
That's fire. Like the way that they're using AI is different than the way other people are using it, in my opinion. Like I feel like the way that they're doing it, this is the thing. Because they want to keep people in FL Studio, they're not trying to like replace anything. Like they're not trying to like replace the producer. They're trying to just come up with these tools to just speed things up, make people a little bit more creative, create faster, better. What they're doing is really, they're just like eliminating eliminating beat block in my eyes.
Like with an example like that vocal isolator and it being AI, what about it is AI? It's like learning as it goes. Is it learning based on people's settings and then aggregating that towards general usage of like, you know, each and every update it's going to be better because producers who are using it are like understanding like, oh, this is kind of where it sits, and then presets will start to come out.
Or is it just an algorithm that they're saying AI because AI is just the easiest way to explain it?
Maybe, yeah, just like a quick like buzzword way to do it.
Yeah, I think a lot of AI is that, really. The same way that they've always created plugins, they're just labeling it AI,
it's AI
because it's a buzzword.
Yeah, it's AI.
Yeah, it's AI.
I'm just gonna start saying it's AI for mad things.
Here's another one. AI
How'd
MIDI
you do
tool.
that? That's AI.
AI MIDI tool right here.
Right.
What's this one? This is from WA. With its user-friendly interface and advanced algorithms, Insta Composer 2 lets you focus on getting ideas down fast without spending hours auditioning parts manually. That's pretty cool. I like it. I mean, AI, MIDI tool everywhere. Like I said, you get this with the Pro. Right now, I'm on the Pro version, so I get access to all these. It's put into categories. We got all generators, effects, soundware. Effects is where it's at. Like, I didn't even get through maybe a couple of these. Like I said, the Super VHS Kick Shaper. What's Kick Shaper? Kick Shaper is crafted with you in mind, ensuring your kicks reach their maximum potential. The plugin delivers natural sounding tails. Oh, you know what? All right, this sounds really cool, and I'm kind of mad about this one.
What's your problem with this plugin, Larry?
The only reason I'm mad about this one is because I had this idea to make this exact plugin.
Oh man, what?
And somebody beat me to it. It's a reverse reverb plugin. Bro, you know the reverse reverb tail? Mm-hmm. This does that automatically.
Sheesh.
Yeah, kind of sad about that one.
Yeah.
Oh man, all right. Podcast is done. Canceled.
It's over.
But yeah, so imagine a plugin that sees the future. It reverses your audio, applies effects, and it plays it back before the event even begins. This plugin would automatically create the much-loved reverse reverb and snare effects in seconds, allowing you to focus on the sound and not the process. Mirror is included in your FL Cloud subscription plan. I'm kind of mad about that one, but I'm kind of interested to mess around with it.
Be like, I would have done it better.
I might still do it. It's actually been in the works a little bit. I'm kind of like letting the cat out of the bag, but let me know if you want me to continue with this plugin or if I should just trash the idea because United Plugins already did it. Should I trash that plugin before it's even created, or should I just say,
you sue them?
You sue me. All right, that's the key phrase for today. You sue me in the comment section down below. We haven't talked about it at all in this episode. But yeah, enter the giveaway. We're going to be giving away a copy of every single one of my FL Studio courses to 5 people in the comments. Comment, you sue me in the comment section down below. Also, let me know if I should just make the plugin anyways.
Get Larry sued. New challenge.
Oh, man. We might have to do a part 2 next week of this because there's just way too many features and we're kind of running out of time. Let us know what your favorite features are down in the comments of FL Studio 2024. Have you gotten it yet? Have you installed it yet? If not, what are you waiting for? Let us know. Let me know your favorite stuff.
If you're not feeling certain things about the update, let us know that too. Like, what's your problem with it? You know what I'm saying? What kind of improvements would you want to see? What kind of stuff can we maybe troubleshoot on the show?
Like John said, let us know what you hate, what you love, what you want us to dive into next week. We'll get into the stuff that we haven't talked about next week in the part 2 of the next episode of the Larry Ohh Show.
If you're not in jail. Free Larry Ohh.
Oh man,
that's a thumbnail.
Hold on, let me just pose for it real quick and get the thumbnail. All right, there we go. I'll screen cap that one. Oh man, I guess that's gonna do it for this one. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, make sure to share this with a friend if you get me.